Oh my God, he's dead! The master's dead!
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter called me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend. And just in time too, as we have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it in the newspaper for safekeeping.
A pot of tea. It's still brewing. One of Frumple's many teacups. A jug of milk, delivered fresh this morning, I believe.
Indeed, yes. Miss Daisy brought it over personally.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Hoxton Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art, until you stepped in.
That's right, kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring. You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think. Ah, the streets of London. Fair to say we've seen this city at its best and its worst over the years, eh, Frumple?
Nanny used to tell me the streets of London were paved with gold. Daft old bird. It's just stone and dirt, same as everywhere else.
Ever the optimist, my friend. I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's a bit on the short side, though. Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What did it say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school just to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now. One of Frumple's now to pour some out for the good doctor. I'll take this. Good for the old bones, you know. One of Frumple. Winklebottom. Ah, the
Nanny used to...
heavy the and in with the tea. I've put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Guilfry's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this'll have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. It takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Guilfry. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. Tried to go on a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Guilfry's Island. A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be...
Oi, do you mind? I've got enough problems what we've been locked out of my own pub without having some lanky bleeder like you sticking his nose into my private bedroom. Oi, keep away from that window. That's in a terrible draught it has.
One of the old English kings lost his head...
Careless, if you... Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. In a bit of a jam here.
A good day to you, sir.
It bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. I shouldn't take it out on you, like. But he's going to drive me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament. Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fellow.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key is in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there? Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's a window on the right up there. Not the left one, that leads to the hallway, and we had it sealed up as it lets a proper terrible draft in right through the pub. We'd catch our death if you opened that one.
Ah, pearls for a swine. Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not. These must be the keys that put-out porcine fellow is after. Well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked...
So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade serving the sailors and dock workers, even if you have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time. I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out of the island.
Well, goodbye.
I say...
A number of wood... I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
No, sorry. I'm not really sure what the... Well, I can see... I'd really rather not. You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
A long piece of rope.
Looks a bit like my second cousin. Odd fellow, always trying to offer people apples for some reason.
Let's take this with us, just in case. A boat hook. This should come in handy. Ah, perhaps this is the vessel that Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Guilfry's Island.
Dashed well hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man. Good day to you.